Morning, everybody. Welcome to an experiment. Welcome to an experiment with a microphone. Welcome to an experiment on a variation of daily vlog. So whilst I'm doing stuff, I'm going to talk and you can watch. You know, I have another YouTube channel called Nottinghamshire Life, and it just sits there, and I keep thinking of putting it to good use, and I think I found a good use. I will get to that point in a minute. We live in a time of, bear with me, we live in a time, I'm just going to the tyre, of excuses and reasons as to why we can't do things. We live in a time where you go onto YouTube and you'll have all us YouTube influencers or whatever we are talking about how bad things are, how bad the country is, and how rubbish things are. And I'm actually sick of it. I live in Mansfield in North Nottinghamshire, as you know, and we have events, or we used to have events around the county, if you like, citizens to go to, people to go to, and some events are provided for by various local authorities, and others, as you'd expect, you pay to go to. But more and more events are being cancelled. Things aren't happening. Tourism is the crux of what I want to talk about, or the lame excuses for not having tourism, and in particular cycle tourism, or perhaps tourism by sustainable transport. We have various organisations. This isn't just Nottinghamshire. I want to deal with Nottinghamshire. We have various organisations around the country that deal with cycling infrastructure and all that, and all they do is look after their own end of whatever it is they do. So you've got Strands, National Cycle Network, National Byway, which is another cycle network, and then you've got the Five Pits Trail, you've got the Transpennine Trail, you've got the Teversall Trails, which actually most of this comes under the umbrella of Derbyshire County Council. And Derbyshire County Council do produce excellent information on all the aspects of riding bikes. But what none of them do is the aspects of bike tourism or cycle tourism or bike packing or whatever. You're pretty much on your own, and we don't get many bike tourists passing by Mansfield. Yet we are on National Cycle Network 6. We're on what it remains of National Cycle Network 6, because our great National Cycling Network organiser has discarded 25% of the network in the last few years. So it's Nottinghamshire is disappearing off the tourist map, because where you would go for information is no longer shown on the map. So back to my other channel. I'm off out to do a job. So back to my other channel. I'm going to put that over. It's called Nottinghamshire Life. I'll include a link in the description. I'm going to hand that channel over to possibly tourism in Nottinghamshire, or bike tourism, or both, or a mixture of all sorts of tourism. But primarily, my interest is we have cycle networks. We have hundreds of miles of cycle network within 10 miles of my house. Virtually unused, used by local people, but unused by people passing through. You can get from, I've said before on videos, you can get from here south, north, east, west, mainly by riding a bicycle off road, or at the very least on quiet little used roads. Rail connections across the county are absolutely fantastic. If you've got a bicycle, you can hook it onto the train. You can get all around the county by bike. If you're using a Brompton, you can go anywhere. £2 bus journey, £2 from Mansfield to Chesterfield, £2 from Nottingham to Chesterfield. It's cheap as chips. And all the reasons we're given why these things don't happen is because these things cost money to advertise, to show, and Strands are looking after their little bit of stuff, and National Transplant Trail look after their little bit of stuff, and they don't share information. The sort of very anally retentive in what they do, and in what they actually do is offer people looking for information very little. So I'm going to try to cohese all this cycling information and tourist information into one place, and that's going to be my Nottinghamshire Life YouTube channel. If you can give me any input on how to do that, if you would like to include yourself in joining me in trying to put Nottinghamshire on some sort of touristy playing field of stuff that happens if you produce touristy type videos in Nottinghamshire, let me know. Please share as I make videos and put them onto the Nottinghamshire Life, which I'm going to change the name of to probably Nottinghamshire Life by bike, or Nottinghamshire Life as a tourist, or something. I don't know how I'm going to change it. As I make videos, if you can tag yourself in links or add your information in the comments, I don't know how it works, that would be great. But I think as me being in Nottinghamshire, being incredibly proud of the county of Nottinghamshire and what the diversity we have to offer guests from around the world. We have amazing tourism, we have amazing places to visit, we have castles, we have caves, we have Robin Hood. We all know about Robin Hood. Even Robin Hood is melted down now by the county and by the city, and all the Robin Hood infrastructure is decaying, and that's a negative. Well, it isn't a negative, because you're beginning to see Robin Hood tourism in its raw state of nature, which is better than manicured, manufactured tourism. So for me, that seems to be an opportunity to enjoy what is natural around the county. So it's going to be campsites. I'm not going to do hotels. I'm not going to do restaurants. I'm not going to do tea rooms unless I stop at them because they are in abundance. I will use campsites actually, because for tourists, cycle tourism, campsites are so important. And we have 4 campsites. Well, there's more. There's Nottingham. Pardon me. There are two in Nottingham. There's one here in Sherwood Pines. If you're on a push bike, it's £6.5 a night, I think. There's one in near Sunny Ashfield at Stanton Hill. I don't know how much that is a night now. There's others in Worksop, but they all connect. They're all accessible by off-road bike routes. They're all accessible by public transport, and they all have within a nice, gentle ride out loads of stuff to see. So, if we can sort of try to put Nottinghamshire on a bit of a map to show some ideas, it'd be great. And if you're watching out of Nottinghamshire, put yourself in a position of a tourist in your own locality and see what there is. Go and do some touristy bits in your own area. I do. I love doing touristy stuff in Nottingham. I love taking people around Nottinghamshire and see what there is on offer by official means of showing what's available in your county. And I don't mean stuff like there's YouTube channels that go around pulling down every you know, if this YouTube channel came to your town or village, they would pull it down. There's lots of those channels. We don't need that garbage in life. We've got successions of useless governments. We've got successions of useless local, they call them politicians, which don't have our interests at heart. So as an individual person, and I think we should all do the same, could all do the same, not should, we could all do the same, is stand up and show what we have. And if that makes sense, I'm glad it does. If it doesn't make sense, let me know and I'll make another video. But I will be making an introduction video onto the Nottinghamshire Life channel in the near future. Probably not today. But thank you so much for listening to my little rant and rabbit and my kicking the ass to the officialdom of tourism, because I'm a tourist. All around the world I'm a tourist. I'm a tourist in my own locality. And we're all tourists. Let's enjoy. Let's do our own work. Let's enjoy tourism in our own way and not just feed through these places who've got the best advertising, whose only interest is going to their little isolated satellite destination to take all your money. Because believe it or not, tourism in Nottinghamshire costs diddly squat unless you want it to. It can cost as little or as much as you want. Thanks for watching. It's a rabbit. I'm off out with a trailer. I've got a bike to take out. I've got some work to do. I've got a shed roof to do. I've got loads of stuff to do, and I'm on borrowed time with daylight. The only thing is the sun is out, and so are my legs. Thank you.